Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you very much for your support. I appreciate the views, the likes, the shares and the subscribes. I'm very thankful and grateful for each and every one of you, and I do return that support back to you tenfold. The positive support anyways. I don't send support to karmics and karmic behaviours. Just throwing that out there. Got to be careful with the words. Any hoots. Just going to get straight into the message and see what we've got. We've got ghost. Disappearing, cold and distant, no contact, leaving behind, twin flames. Okay, here we go. Maybe somebody's twin flame has gone ghost. Could be in separation. Got around spring. Springtime could be relevant. Maybe you've been in separation since spring. Maybe this person's planning on coming back around springtime. I don't know. It's winter here, so put yourself where you fit. We've got water signs at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. You could be a water sign. They could be a water sign. I don't know, but there's definitely some kind of twin flame separation happening right now. What else do we need to know here? Daydream. Optimism. Hoping for a springtime reunion. I don't know. Illusion and deliria. See, here we go. I really should take this twin flame card out. But a lot of people need help because the twin flame rhetoric can be very dangerous. Maybe I'm meant to tell somebody to stop hoping and wishing. Oh, okay. Third wheel. Maybe you are wondering if your twin flame is with somebody else. They probably are. You're all up in your head though. Or somebody's all up in their head. See, you need to get out of this. Oh, we're twin flames. We have to be together. You've got to be really careful. We've got calm and origin. Planting seeds, springtime. Planting seeds of doubt. That's what's happening here. It's somebody's coming up with all different kinds of scenarios. They haven't heard from their twin flame. They've gone ghost, and now you're sitting around wondering, what are they doing? Who are they doing it with? Are they ever going to come back? Good news. Yeah, sitting around waiting for good news, and that's not what we need to be doing. We don't sit around and wait for our twin flames. We don't put our life on hold hoping for a miracle. That's not what it's about. This is where people can get very much stuck, is that they will put their whole life on hold because they think they're twin flames with somebody. And they're going to come back eventually, you know. So you sit around hoping and praying and waiting for someone to come back. And what if they never do, you know? What are you going to do then? All right, let's see what else we need to know here. I don't know who came up with the twin flame idea, but it was probably a trick of the devil to keep people stuck. I don't know. Maybe you're hoping that I'm going to give you some good news about when your twin flame's going to come back, when they're going to stop dealing with this third wheel, third party, and come back to you. I don't know. Seven of Wands in reverse. Giving up on belief. Admitting failure. You might possibly need to just admit the fact that you were stuck in an illusion. You know, it sucks, but we got to do it sometimes. I had to admit defeat and be like, well, I really don't think this is for me. I really don't think that's what you want to hear either, but what else do we need to know here? You know, it's like, are you really going to take this person back after they've been out here sleeping with other people, being in commitments with other people? You know, is that something that you really want? Devil, oh boy, what did I tell you guys? Trick of the devil to make you put your life on hold so you sit around waiting for someone who may or may not come back and see the truth, see that you're meant to be twin flames. You know, they're out here doing whatever it is they're doing in this devil energy. If they care that much, they're not going to be out here doing shit to hurt you. Or, you know, a lot of people will think that they have to... Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the chains. The twin flame... I was going to call it bullshit. It has, especially feminines, it will have a lot of feminines sitting out here thinking that they just have to accept this devil third party, third wheel bullshit. You know, it'll have you sitting around waiting to hear from them, and it's not right. What else do we need to know? Two of Swords in reverse. You need to see the truth. You need to see past this twin flame illusion. You need to accept the fact that somebody doesn't want to be with you, otherwise they wouldn't be out here with other feminines. They wouldn't sneak around behind your back, and just because you are twin flames with someone doesn't mean you have to give them a free pass to do whatever. Bondage, dependency. I just see, I am not a puppet. You are currently being a puppet. You are being held in this chains and bondage. You know, are you just going to let them back into your life if they decide to come back? Once they get sick of dealing with whoever it is they're dealing with? Like, are you really going to... Do you want to be second best? Yeah, procrastination and postponement. You're sitting here putting off whatever it is you could be doing while you wait. And that's a trick of the devil, to have you stuck. Oh, he'll come back eventually. Ten of Cups in reverse. This isn't a Ten of Cups. This isn't happily ever after. And it isn't what God's promised. Like, I really don't like this. I really don't like the twin flame bullshit. Lovers. Choose yourself. There is possibly somebody else out here for you, but the devil's got you stuck on this person who's ghosted you. Probably even ghosted you so they can go and be with someone else. And it's like, is that what you really want? It's like, do you really want to be the last resort, the last option? You know, when all these other third parties, when they're finished with them, then they come back? Like, is that love? No. This person possibly knows it too. They know that you're stuck on them, thinking that you're twin flames and you're always going to wait for them. You're always going to accept them back no matter what they do. And they play on that, because you're always going to choose them and their devil energy. We've got 6 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Letting go of the past and focusing on the future. That's what you need to do. Instead of sitting around waiting for this devil to, I don't know, be tired or it's not a way to live. You know, I was actually reading a comment under a video earlier about a woman who sat around and waited for 29 years for the partner that went off to, you know, be with somebody else. She sat around and waited for 29 years for him to come back. And is that really happily ever after? Or is that just him getting older and being like, well, now I need somebody to take care of me. Might as well go back to that person who said I was their soulmate twin flame. What else do we need to know here? It's like, do you really want to be second best? King of Cups, 7 of Swords in reverse. I think you are convinced, and they could very well be your twin flame. You know, twin flames could very well exist. I don't know. But that should not be a reason that you sit around and wait for them to finish. It's like, you know that they're out here dealing with other people. You know that they're out here in devil energy. But you're more than willing to take them back after, you know, being the last pick, the last resort. We've got 2 sevens. What is 7? Shows that inner growth and learning are taking place. Those sacrifices may need to be made along the way. But they're in reverse. It's like you're very much stuck. Yeah, 3 of Cups. They're out there partying, having a good old time. They're not thinking about you. They're busy with a third part, you know. Are you going to be like that lady I read about and wait 30 years for this person to finally want to come over and be with you? It's bullshit. Yeah, look at you. Watching, waiting. Has he finished over there with them yet? Is he going to come back yet? That's also 2 twos there. 2s represent balance and harmony. So you're waiting on this man to come back, and then you think it's going to be happily ever after. But is it really going to be? Decision to stay or go. I think you're kind of on the fence. You should be. Yeah, 10 of Wands in reverse. Do as you are told. Bound. Duty bound. This could very well be some kind of demonic soul tie more than anything. And yeah, got you hooked. Ace of Wands. What about your new beginning? Let's party, I just heard on the TV. Are you out here having a good time, or are you sitting around watching and waiting for this person to come back? I kind of think you are, but you do you. Hierophant. God's got something better for you. He's like, but you've got to let go of this devil first. You've got to cut this soul tie, this cord. God's like, look over here. I've got a new beginning, lovers for you. Stop looking over that way. Hermit in reverse. See? Loneliness, paranoia, withdrawal. That's what you're sitting in while he's out having a good old time with who knows, whoever. God's like, look over this way. I've got something. He wants you to... I can't say what God wants, okay? I can't put words in his mouth. But I can speak from experience. There's something better for you over here. Something that will grow. Something that... You've got to choose yourself first and decide to sever this demonic soul tie or whatever it is. Good news. See, you've got your back turned to this Ace of Wands, Hierophant, lovers, because you're so focused over here on what your twin flame is doing, who is doing it with. You can't see this new beginning, this good news that's over on this side. I don't know. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I think and I would advise that you sever this so that you can see what's over here. Put yourself at ease. Stop worrying about what your twin flame's doing, who they're doing it with. You've just got yourself up in your head. Anyway, it's 1919 when I look up at the clock. And 1 and 9 is 10. 10s represent a state of completion and also the beginning of a cycle that leads to new things. You've got to close out this old cycle that, is full of devil energy and, come to the bright side. The grass is greener over here. You just don't see it because you're looking back over here. What do we got? We've got Gemini. You could be a Gemini. I don't know. Or they could be a Gemini. We do have Gemini over here with the lovers. We've got Venus. I believe that is. Maybe you have, I don't know, a Venus Gemini placement, or I don't know. And we've got number 6, which represents the number of beauty, where peace and balance are restored, helps to develop harmony within relationships. There's something better over here. You've just got to choose to turn around and look the other direction. You know, turn your back to this. And see, if he is your twin flame, I don't really like it, but if he is your twin flame, you turning in the opposite direction and going towards this is going to make him think, oh, hang on, maybe I should boss up. Maybe I should go after her. You know, I don't know. See, I wouldn't want to be second best to one of these third parties, you know. Runner chaser. See, you're chasing him. You're following him. Might be. I don't know. You need to turn and look over here where the grass is greener. You need to choose yourself and plant better seeds. Balance yourself out. I don't know. Hopefully this helps. We've got Capricorn with the devil, Gemini, like I said, and Taurus. So they're the signs out here. We did have water signs up here. I don't know. Put yourself where you fit. Hopefully this helps somewhat. And take it as it resonates, as always.